Reiki blessings, everyone. This is Sherry. I'm going to read a poem prose from a book that I wrote years ago when I was in the throes of my divine feminine goddess journey. I'm just feeling really called to do this today. So be here with me now, and let's see if you were called to this for a reason, if there's something here for you to go a little deeper with your own thoughts, your own emotions, your own expression, your own journaling, your own journey. If you are familiar with the term divine feminine journey or goddess journey, you may want to see what form of the goddess energy comes in for you when you're listening to my words and the frequencies and light codes that will be channeled through the words and the frequency of my voice. And if those terms are something new to you and you don't even know what that means as far as a feminine aspect to your spiritual journey, then just kind of let the words guide you and see what it arises in you. I think one of the most exciting things in life is when we are on a fresh new journey, when we are starting something new, when we don't understand why something appeals and attracts us and resonates so deeply in our heart and soul, like it is our home, like it belongs to us, like we belong to it. And we don't know what it is yet. We don't know what it means. It could be a piece of art. It could be a poem that you hear. It could be a book that you pick up. It could be a way somebody says something. My first inclination would be for myself to think about when I would first hear about the word Reiki. There was something just in that word, Reiki. I didn't even know what Reiki was. I didn't know that one day I would go on to become certified and become a Reiki master. I didn't know all the ways that Reiki would open my life, my understanding of life, my connection to other people, how I would serve and show up. I just knew that that word Reiki, the way it was written, Reiki, the way it looked on the paper, it jumped off, and something said to me, this is a part of who I am and why I came here. So there may be something in the reading of this poem, prose, words that awakens something in you. There could be a little jewel, a little rosebud in the center of the rose that as you're listening to it, you're pulling the petals back softly to get to this center, to the core, to the heart of it. And it may touch your heart in a way that you didn't expect. And you don't have to, it doesn't matter if you're a male or a female or how you identify. The feminine aspect of a journey is about openness, receptivity, welcoming, nurturing, care, compassion, kindness, unity, oneness consciousness, sharing, caring, empathy, sensitivity, what's best for the whole. So let's start with some sound healing. I'll play my singing bowl, and I'll call on the Reiki imagery, symbols, frequencies, and then I'll go into reading the poem. This poem is from a book that I wrote called Crowned, Becoming the Woman of My Dreams. The missing things were goddess wings, poems, prayers, and love letters that I wrote to myself, but then I was told, you are to turn this into a book because there is something here. There is a frequency this holds that can light a candle for someone else, and then they will go out and light a candle for someone else, and we continue to share our light and pass that candle around a circle, an eternal circle. My book is available on Amazon. I will leave the link in the show notes. And without any more ado, let's start some Reiki and some divine healing light frequency. Chakure, Seihiki, Hon Shaze Shonen, Daikomio, Merkafakalishma, and the violet flame of transformation. Breathe, bring your energy into your heart center, focusing on your heart, expanding, opening, and awakening, and welcoming the goddess energy into your being. This poem is called Blood, Tears, and Winged Transitions by Sherry Sharp. Moss-seated in your gracious green velvet I sit, a queen awaiting her calling. Crown me with thy blooms, willow whisper the good I was meant to be. Oh, Earth Mother, claim me. You have sent the winged ones, the butterflies, ladybugs, owls, and dragonflies, the two moths for two sisters. They have lived and died before me as a foreshadowed prayer. Fluttered transformational rainbows that tore me to tears. They have spoken. I have listened. I no longer waste a signed second I'm given. Use your wings, woman, I hear. Where are your leaves? I have asked the spring trees. Oh, we are like you, a late bloomer. In the circle of light, I hold arms in a power pose. I chant, take me from everything that takes me from you. I've abandoned the idea of being abandoned. I had to boxer beat it into myself, alone in a hotel bed. Tears raging. Why can't she love me? I love you, said the trees in the breeze. I lap you. Come, lay your head here. I'm as wide as the sea, said my true mother. Withdraw into me until I send you back out to create the second art you are. They are waiting to hear your lessons. It is my job to love me. What are the promises I make myself today? If you can learn to love what the womb that delivered you doesn't love, that is ascension. It's all yes or all no when it comes to serving yourself right. I move with passionate light, beautiful creature of night's fall risen. The golden fringe of me dangling before me, gypsy dreams come true. I know who I am now, that's living. I revere the prayer of me, that is her. The drama divided me in two, discarded fruit split open, desiring to be suckled by gods and goddesses, groomed for greatness. I finally got myself together to remember you meant everything, not nothing to me, and then you died, just when I had the strength to chase you again out of your own corners. The mud, the mire, the ice crystals, patterns frozen dead. That's what kills us. Open my voice and confidence more. I am yours. Lead me. Rose petals strewn about any watered surface I can find. Tired, floating, mulling, being told, tell the whole story if you want to be free and offer freedom. Moth wings blending into my sun chair, stilling into me. You're going to be all right. Except fucked up is the new awakened. You need both wings to play, both to fly. Wild, gutted, self-destructed unraveling. In the desert, in the woods, under any phase of the moon. Light a candle. Now you are done seeking and you have begun finding the legacy of you. He says, now I'm with you all the time. Fully, completely, call me. Birthday candles under the moon, wishes burning fears to ash. I take my soul by the hand. The goddess in me is my responsibility. I sunshine her, moonshine her, nature walk her, make poem art of her. I turn a fearless deaf ear to the bees buzzing in my face. I listened. I'm fertile. You're haunting the wrong woman. I'm a sterling silver bracelet now, two goddesses as one, holding up the moon between us. I heal others by healing myself. That is the actual circle of life. Womb blood smeared in broad daylight upon my sister's face. My vulnerability, hers. She knows as well as I we will die if we don't listen. It's a slow, teary death that makes you dream of a quick train wreck demise instead. Middle of the night bloodbath gush. Ask a question, you get an answer. Thank you, Mother. Thank you. Goddess slapped wake-up calls rivet me, obsessive night thoughts, guilt, cravings, loneliness she has taken. The little deaths are births in disguise. Crucifixion, resurrection, ascension, he showed us the way. Last night, I kept asking the death owl the how-tos, and he kept showing me the crescent moon symbol. Live the mystery, the feminine, be the Magdalene, the Mary, the other half of the whole sacred union. Trust without human answers or guideposts. Be the healer witch, the knowing of you. You know what you need to be. Be it. Leave the part go that has died. I died 1,000 deaths for you, he squawked, so that you may live. The white mare breaking black fences, now the grazing sheep looking for her flock. Ritualizing the shifts, the releases, asking and deserving to ask. What is beginning? What is ending? We are destiny, destiny defined. Saying bravely on the indoor what most fumble on the outdoor. I see through your pain to God, you say. I see through your pain to God, says my wings. Oh, mother of mine, let me forgive the one who has beat me down the most. I've bagged the punches blue. I could never be enough. Maybe that is why I thought I was never enough. I am enough. I now give that to myself as a present in the present. My dreams are alive, awake, and poking my inner flames home. The solitary joy of the poem writing dance. Prism quartz and little wooden goddesses under muse glasslight. Crystalline emergence. Let the angels in. Here comes the miracle. It's on its way, the psychic said years ago. I love every color glorifies the artist. Even puce has its place. Underwater tunnels, oceanic drop-offs. Just fall. All the doors and little rooms. Aries Ram needs them. Plan A. Kali sword slice the demons away. Plan B. Live with presence. Success is me loving you in this moment of the universe's unwinding. There is your Bible, your holy grail, your mothership coming in. I'm not dead, he said. Yes, you are, I reply. Is the goddess dead, he asked. Well, he got me there. She's the most alive thing I've never seen or touched. Talk to me then. I'm as live as she is. I've just transformed into pure love now. It's what I always wanted to be, he says. I write a letter to my mind, body, and soul. They cry out loud. Finally lay down your idea of what life is. It's more. My priestess point imprinted with the pink quartz of divine Sophia wisdom, nodding off visions of the many faces of the Black Madonna, light in the dark of my mind. Pink, soft, powdery energy, pure love. If I dare lay down with it, I want its arms around me. I raise arms to meet her squarely in the eye to eye souls. I see that you know how to call her. There is no fear in you when it comes to her. So call her, hearts vibrating, angels here. Lights in, lights out. Flap your wings one more time. High priestess pyramid now, casting of old bellows into the holy bonfire. Destiny is us. Destiny is not linear. Love comes round again. Hummingbirds hover the remembrance. There is no finding joy or purpose. You are it. What do you choose? That is the answer, not the question. Paint me as you, how your eyes hold the earth's dirt, the mountains' rise, the ocean's depth. Pray more, she tells me, then more and more. I am my path, I declare. There is nothing empty about my nest, so much more to nurture in me and them and me, skin torched, water cooled, and it comes home. Little fairy muses squeal in delight. You're going to write the book. Fire dancing, wings tucked. It's my wings they celebrate. Well, I'm either losing or finding my poetic mind. I remember the tree that said long before I talked to trees, one day you shall. The journey before the telling. See, that is how it's supposed to be. Time to call in Goddess Bridget and all her flame-burning priestesses of creativity. I see them standing fierce across the stone bridge, over a waterfall rush, the cauldron flaming high, dead center. It's time to live from your heart center. I ask for a sign. I beseech, prodding. It has to flow, or I will quit, I know. And a moth circles around my face. Instantly, right in my face, is the truth. Eyelashes away. Takes my breath away, and I just know I can rely on you. It's time. As the days go by, the signs come swimming in like swans, each more telling than the next. Can I have one more sign, I ask, biting my lip. How many signs do you need, she says. Here is your sign. Do the work now. A messenger is sent. She says, you are so beautiful, about as beautiful as humans get. And I feel the journey I have taken thus far throb in me. And I realize, begin. Page 1 of your poetic transformation has turned. Start writing page 2. I hope something in here flung your heart open. I hope something in here brought you closer to remembering who you are and how you want to show up in the world. And mostly, I hope something in here reminded you that you're already whole, that everything that you ever were, ever are, ever will be is already contained in that rosebud at the center of you. In essence, this is a poem about reclaiming your power, remembering it, and then reclaiming it. Because the goddess mother, the divine feminine, is not an entity outside of you. It is an energy that is available within the whole of the universe that you can reach out for and bring into that center with you. She's always there waiting for you to claim her. I could go line through line with this poem and keep talking about what it meant for me personally, or what it might mean in general if you're on a feminine journey. But I think that would take the gift away of you discovering that for yourself, which is often what happens when we get involved with a program or a retreat or a guru outside of ourselves. We start to give our power away and look for them. We become the seeker, and we think that they hold all the answers, when in truth, the answer is always that question. What do you choose now? What feels right to you now? And for you to stop judging it and stop pushing it down and squelching it, and to follow those breadcrumbs wherever they're leading you. So a great thing you could do with these words, if they resonated for you, is to listen to it repeatedly and see what it brings up for you in journal, or to go line for line and talk and say to yourself or write down, how does this line resonate on my life journey, my life path? Again, there are awakening light codes in this. This was channeled poetry. I felt completely compelled to write this when I wrote it. It flowed out of me like water flowing down a river. It was effortless. It was given to me. It was a part of me that was already inside that I needed to remember, my own power. So yes, there are a lot of poetic metaphors in here, and I know what they mean specifically to what was happening in my life at the time, but words have multiple meanings and frequencies, and there could be something in here for you that means completely something different in what an owl symbolizes, or what a blood gush in the middle of the night symbolizes, as far as how it's going to awaken you. And if you want to know who some of these goddesses are, like Kali and Bridget and the Black Madonna and Sophia, dive deep, do some research, learn about goddess energy and embodiment through culture and time, because she has been here since the beginning of time. Sophia is from the Bible. There is so much joy and beauty and empowerment in learning their stories. And for me, I went from writing poetry about them to then creating art and painting them. For you, it may be about growing a garden, or creating a recipe, or setting up an altar or a meditation room. It may be about writing a song or creating a dance for them. There's so many ways that we can connect with the goddess mother and the maiden mother crone energy. And within all of these stages, which I believe we cycle in and out of, maiden, mother, crone, the maiden, when you're young, you're youthful, you're playful, you have this sense of self-discovery, self-exploration, almost like the Fool card in the tarot, where you just are ready to jump at the next adventure. But oftentimes we have a lot of times that we fail, we fall, we make foolhardy decisions in how we show up in relationships, allow other people to treat us, and the way we treat ourselves. There is a light and a dark to each of these aspects. And then the mother stage, when we go into becoming a mother, either to ourselves, remothering ourselves if we have not had a good connection with our biological mother, or mothering a project, a child, a piece of art. There are a lot of ways that we can show up in our mothering aspect, which is to nurture, to have compassion, to bring life, to nurture life in some way. And then the crone stage, which is when we have entered into our wisdom. We've lived enough life experience that we see things for what they really are, and all of the illusions start to drop. And we live from a stage of more brutal honesty, and almost a hermit stage of going within and being very comfortable with our own company, not needing to explore, not needing to nurture someone else all the time or something, but just being content with the wisdom that we have grown into. So yeah, there's a lot of empowerment and stages and dying and being reborn in this poem. It's really about finding your voice and living your voice and telling your truth in whatever way you're able to do that. It's about getting angry. It's about getting real. It's about knowing what true living is, what true success is. And mostly I would say it's about learning to really, truly love yourself, and maybe understanding that you never really did, even if you thought you did, and falling into rituals and practices that always put your self-love, your self-expression and creativity at the beginning of your day, at the top of your list. So I send you love, and just like the final line of the poem, I hope something in here sparked something that helps you begin again in whatever area of your life that you know deeply inside you need to begin again. It might be how you work with your own thoughts. It might be how you show up in relationships. It might be how you allow yourself your emotions, or how you work with your emotions so that they are not taking over your entire life. Again, there's two sides to every story, every part of you. There will always be light and dark, and we must honor both. So Reiki blessings, and please leave a comment. Let me know what resonated for you, if there were any lines that awakened you, or just say hi. Again, if you are interested in the book that this poem comes from, it's called Crowned, Becoming the Woman of My Dreams, The Missing Things Were Goddess Wings, Poems, Prayers, and Love Letters. And my name is Sherry Sharp, SHARP, SHERRY. And you can find my book on Amazon. I have 2 books on there. The other one is called Let in the Light, Soul Speak from the Sacred Feminine. Reiki blessings. Have a beautiful day. Sending love.